How do you keep your home clean when you work full time? This is the age-old question. You've got kids, you have to maintain your relationships, you have a significant other, you have to keep your house clean. Essentially, you have to do it all. Listen, I don't have all of the answers, but I have a few things that I do that I want to share today that I think will help make it a lot easier. Stick around until the end. I'm going to share my biggest secret last, and it has been a game changer for me. Okay, so my first habit, and I've shared this one before, but it is to designate days for specific tasks. I'm gonna give you some ideas. This is what I do, and this is what helps me each week. So first, I have designated days for grocery shopping. I usually go on Sundays, and that is the only time I go throughout the week, and everybody knows that on Sunday, we're going grocery shopping, and we're gonna have groceries. I don't like to go to the grocery store more than once a week because I find every time I go into the grocery store, I end up spending a lot more money than I intended. And so it's just another way to save money. But Sundays are grocery days. On Sunday nights, I always clean my stovetop. It's a horizontal surface. It gets really dirty. We use it a lot on the weekends. So Sunday nights, I just spray it down and wipe it off. Super simple. I run our dishwasher every other night. We are a family of 5, and that's what works for us. And we just know we're gonna fill the dishwasher, we're gonna have clean dishes on this day, we're gonna empty it on these days. It's just really easy when we're kind of on a schedule with our dishes. You may have fewer people in your house, you may have more people in your house. Just find a dishwasher schedule that works for you. I like to run my dishwasher super packed and full. Maybe you don't like to do that, so just figure out what works for your dishwasher and for your family. I generally run my dishwasher at night, and then I empty it in the morning, and I will just empty it before I go to work. Laundry. I do 2 loads of laundry per week. Again, 5 of us in the house. I do laundry on Wednesdays and Saturdays. This just works really well because people know that they can put their laundry in on a specific day and they will get it back, and it just helps everybody to keep the laundry moving. I personally hate folding laundry, and so I know a lot of people suggest to do small loads of laundry each day, but I feel like if I had to fold laundry every day, that would be depressing, so I just do the specific days twice a week. So the way that I do the laundry is I put a load of laundry into the washer before I go to work. Then when I get home from work, I stick that load into the dryer. And then at night when it's dry, I just go ahead and fold it and everybody puts their clothing away. I know what you're thinking. I can't leave my clothes in my washer all day while I'm at work. Yes, you can, and if you can't, if your clothing smells, it's because you need to clean your washing machine. I've shared a video on how to do that. I will link it, but if you clean your washing machine, they are designed to hold your wet clothing. You don't have to take it out immediately. You can certainly leave it all day and not have a problem with smells, so just try it. And for the folding, if you've got kids, get your kids to fold it. This is a perfect task for them. Okay, so garbage and recycling. So we empty our garbage and our recycling once a week, and we do it the night before the garbage truck comes. So we do our garbage on Wednesdays. Get yourself a garbage can with a lid that closes. So you want the lid to close to keep any smells in, and then you, of course, want a lid so that you don't have to look at your garbage. If you can't go for 1 week without emptying your garbage, I would encourage you to get a larger garbage can. If you can't do that, maybe get a second garbage can, whatever you can do so that you're not emptying the garbage multiple times throughout the week. Okay, and then for the shower. Usually on Saturdays, I will spray down the entire shower with a mixture of water, vinegar, and dish soap, and then I will let it sit for 10 minutes. Then I will jump into the shower, and while I'm taking a shower, I will just scrub the shower down and rinse it. And the shower is perfectly clean and great. I don't do this every week, but when I do it, it works really well. I don't like to wash my shower any other way. I just like to do it while I'm in there because, you're getting wet when you're cleaning it anyway, so it's the perfect time while you're waiting for your conditioner to work on your hair. Just go ahead and scrub down your shower. Okay, the next habit is to clean one thing each day. I know you're tired when you get home from work. Don't go too crazy here, but if you could just clean one thing every day, you can stay on top of things really well. I would say just clean whatever catches your eye and whatever looks dirty to you. I'll clean like a toilet. Maybe I will run a duster over our entryway. It gets really dusty. Other times I will wipe down the cabinet fronts in my kitchen. I recommend cleaning the hard surfaces in your home more often. So think like your bathroom counters, your kitchen counters, your toilets, your sinks, and glass top surfaces. My next tip is to clean your floors strategically. I vacuum high traffic areas almost daily. That for me includes the entryway, mostly the living room, and then also underneath the kitchen table. Sometimes I don't do this daily, but definitely on the weekends when everyone is home, I highly recommend that you get a battery operated stick vacuum. I've said this before, it has truly been life-changing for me. I no longer have to lug out my huge upright vacuum cleaner. I simply grab my little Dyson and the vacuuming takes all of 30 seconds. Even better, if you can get a robot vacuum cleaner, just turn that on before you leave the house for the day, and when you come home, your house will be nice and freshly vacuumed. Now, I also have hardwood floors throughout my house, and I just mop or steam clean my floors. I don't get to it all the time. Sometimes I do it every other weekend. Sometimes I do it once a month. Whatever you can do is fine. And then I also add dusting to the mix on the weekends. So whenever I'm not doing the floors, I sometimes will do the dusting. I generally like to do a task that is whole house wide, doing all of the floors or doing all of the dusting or cleaning all of the windows. Something that sort of makes a big impact in the whole house. What I like to do is clean one room on a weekend. I know some people don't like to clean. I'm actually like one of those weirdos who does like to clean. So I happily set aside some time on the weekend, and maybe I'll just do like a deep clean of my bedroom, or I'll do a deep clean of the kids' room or the living room or the kitchen. I know time is precious, so if you truly hate cleaning and you just want to get it done, I recommend just set a timer for 15 minutes and get done as much as you can. You will be truly shocked at how much you can accomplish in 15 minutes, I promise. Okay, now I want to talk about dinner. And this habit is about batch cooking. Dinner is one of those things that everybody needs to eat, right? And it's such a pain. At least I find it to be such a pain. I really enjoy cooking, but just having the pressure of having to give people food every day is stressful. So what I like to do is I only like to cook twice a week, and I do super large portions and big meals that the family can eat throughout the week. So on weekends or whenever I have time, I will make like a huge soup or big casseroles, big pasta dishes, rice dishes, whatever I can make that just yields a very big portion, and then we keep it in the fridge. I can heat it up and I have dinner on the table in like 5 minutes. We also do get pizza like once a week. The kids love that. And then taco night. That takes like 15 minutes because really all you're doing is browning the meat and preparing like the little sides and cheeses and things that go into the tacos. The kids love it and it's super quick. My next habit is something that I'm going to call the nightly closing shift, and it's all about closing down your house for the evening. This is the final step I do before bed. So these are 3 things that we do that are like non-negotiable, and either I do them, my husband does them, sometimes the kids will do them, often we will all do them. We'll kind of pitch in and get it done together. But basically, first thing is we make sure there are no dishes in the sink. So we go to bed and we don't have dishes in our sink. And if the sink needs it, I will give it a little quick clean, takes a couple minutes. Maybe we do that every few days. The other thing I'll do, I will wipe down the counters. I also really hate waking up in the morning seeing like dirty counters and dishes in the sink, so we just make sure to do that. And then the final thing is just like a quick tidy, especially the living room. With 3 kids, it can kind of get messy when they get home from school, so we will just quickly tidy up the entire living room and make it look nice, straighten up the pillows, the blankets, all of that. And I just want to say, your house is not as dirty as you think. I know that we have pictures like, oh, this needs to be cleaned, this is super dirty. It's not that way. It's just you and your family using your home. It's not like you have the general public coming into your house and using everything, using your bathroom. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking about how you can get everything done when you're full-time working and when you've got a lot to do. Okay, I promised my biggest secret for last: microtasking. I don't actually even know if that's a word, but let me explain. Essentially, I sneak microtasks into everything I am doing, and these microtasks only take like 10 seconds. Are you waiting to leave the house in the morning and the kids are putting their shoes on? Empty the dishwasher. I'm waiting for the coffee to brew, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe down the fridge. I keep all my cleaning supplies for the kitchen right here in the kitchen so that I don't have to go hunting around to find them. Are you waiting for something to heat up in the microwave? I'll use that time to just go through my kids' backpacks and get rid of the paper clutter. Brushing my teeth in the bathroom, sometimes I'll just like spray down the sink and clean it while I'm doing that. Another thing I like to do when the kids are taking a bath, I'll actually just clean the bathroom. Just look for little micro tasks that you can do while you are waiting on something. Listen, you work hard, and at the end of the day, you deserve a clean house that makes you happy. but you don't deserve to be cleaning all of the time and doing housework all of the time. If I just do like a little bit each day, I can totally keep the house clean. I do find that when you let things get super dirty, they're so much harder to clean. It's a lot easier to clean something that's only a little bit dirtier. Just think of if you've got like a toilet that you haven't cleaned in like a year and the dirt and grime has settled in, it's gonna take you hours. If you keep on top of it, it's gonna take you like 1 minute. If you're looking for a weekly schedule and something that you think could work for you, I'm gonna link a video right here, so go ahead and click on it and I will see you over there. Bye-bye.